Hi, this is a short video on the second piece of assessment that you will be completing for this subject. Just to briefly describe this task, first of all, again, I would ask you to be familiar with this assessment in the sense that it is still a group work. It is got a due date, so please take note of it. And it's also 25% of your total mark for the subject. Um, Briefly describing this assessment, I would say that I tend to look at this assessment as a continuation, effectively a continuation of the first assessment. So the first assessment is a social media audit, and a social media audit was effectively an environmental analysis indicating the state in which the company is in its social media initiative. Uh, this second piece of assessment is effectively building on that social media audit information that you've analyzed. So now you're familiar with the company, you know the nature of business that this company is involved in, you know the market in which it operates, the customers it serves, the characteristics of the customers that they serve, uh, effectively knowing the target market. You know their products and services. You also know the competitors that they compete with in the marketplace. So, apart from this general information that the audit revealed, you would also be able to say for certain that they have a certain degree of presence in social media, meaning to say that they are involved in certain platforms and not others. So, building on that information that you have in the social media audit, you are now required to develop a social media marketing plan for that same company which you've analyzed in part A. So that's the reason why you need to look at it from a more holistic perspective. So look at this as part of a single overarching assignment. Part A, looking at a situational analysis of the company and its involvement in social media. Part B, the plan that's required to move the company forward in achieving its intended objectives in social media marketing. So in order to do this, your social media plan would have certain components. You would need to pretty much develop original user content or user generated content, meaning to say that you need to suggest ideas as to how you can make can develop certain campaigns and the kind of contents that you would be able to contribute to this campaign. You would also need to acknowledge the use of certain relevant social media platforms for the optimum, to develop an optimum social media marketing mix. So it's important that you understand what platforms are they currently on, and what platform are they suitable given the nature of business, given the target market that they intend to reach, and given the programs that they run. If they're not suitable, then what other platforms that they need to be present in. So that's a component of the marketing plan that you need to acknowledge. And very important is this point: how is existing marketing initiative, existing marketing campaigns, existing marketing programs integrated with social media marketing? So they may have a promotional campaign or a new product development, for example, to be launched in the market in the next 1 or 2 months. They may have a traditional marketing campaign in place, but how is social media going to play a role in that campaign. So that's needs to be acknowledged in the marketing plan. And then moving on to the measurements. You have a social media presence, you have a social media plan in place, but you also need to measure the effectiveness of your plan, um, given the investments that you would make to realize the social media presence and campaigns. And then finally ending with the activation plan, meaning to say that dates and times for the campaigns, perhaps even a small budget, um, indicating the resources that you would allocate for the social media marketing strategy. I'd just like to point your attention to pages 225 to 229 of the prescribed textbook. You would find an outline of a social media marketing plan example in those pages. So please have a look at that, at the required text, the prescribed text, and you would have a sample social media marketing plan. Thank you for watching.